Welcome back to the DAF Media Network for our second field hockey contest of the day. It's number 3 seed Ridgefield Tigers taking on the 2nd seed Staples Wreckers in the field hockey FCIAC semifinals. Hello everyone, joined alongside Clara Ambrose, I'm Owen Heffron. Clara, we just watched Darien beat Greenwich in an absolute thriller about half hour ago. What does each team have to do to head to Wilton Friday to play the Blue Wave?
Well, I think one, obviously, each team, they have to win. They have to win and stay composed. Both teams are very strong, very physical, have a lot of skills. The last game, if you watched it at all, was truly a great comeback by Darien and almost a massive upset by Greenwich. So we'll see how this game goes today.
And we're going to take a quick look at our FCIAC sponsors here, as we're going to thank everyone sponsoring these playoffs for the support. And Claire, these two teams faced off against one another 8 days ago, where the Wreckers did get the better of Ridgefield 2-1. So the Tigers are going to try to make it a different outcome tonight. So we'll see if they're ready to pounce, and we're going to see who's headed to the championship tonight.
Yeah, I believe that was an overtime win for Staples. So we'll see what adjustments will be made by both teams.
Like we just said, winner going on to face Darien. Both teams faced Darien already this year. As Mackenzie Peters for Ridgefield will take the center pass. Now smacked across, now over to Staples.
And Staples is in white on the right side of your screen, and Ridgefield's on the left in black.
Now working inside. Winkler with it.
Temperature's really dropped since the earlier game.
Feel bad for our DAF Media members here on camera. James Oze and Leon Chen out there. Mackenzie Peters was fighting with Emma Larrett there to try to get inside. Now it's going to be left, which it over to Shepard. Now back, and they'll reset with Zoe Gitlin. Big smack to Winkler. Staples will take it. It's the freshman Leah Lara on the near side.
Yeah, just another stick obstruction.
Staples putting pressure. Eve Dolan. Ball goes out.
Probably looking for another Staples player to go into that left corner, but nobody was there.
So Ridgefield will take it now. Winkler near side. Taken away by Larrett. Now nearing the circle. Cross, great play to break it up by Luft. To cross to Rose Idone. Back to the other 15, Sophia Fidalgo.
And again, that quick start by Sophia.
As there's one in the circle, and it's going to go in. Great job by Staples, capitalizing on their offensive zone chance. 1-0 early. They get on the board first.
Yeah, great execution. Just, quick shot, pass from the baseline, and just a one-touch right into the goal. I believe that was Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler Osgen, the junior on that goal. Stanford commit, and one of the class of 2025 top 50 players. So great job of Staples controlling the ball so far. Fidalgo across the middle. Gets it to Osgen. Fires one.
Looks like Mary Stevens up there on the right forward.
Yeah, free hit for the Wreckers. Smack one low near the end line. Working inside is Staples. There's Osgen again with a shot, kicked out of the way. Eng with another kick and another.
Yeah, Staples once again trying to, carry the baseline and either get, a nice pass up towards the penalty stroke mark or, right here they drew a corner.
First corner of the day is in favor of the Wreckers. Looks like number 7, the captain, Caroline Roshan, committed to Franklin and Marshall. For the sport we're watching her play right now, we'll insert. Sophia Fidalgo, big shot, down low, wide left. That one sails past the track into the night. So Ridgefield will get it back. Long through ball, great pass. Now near side is Gabby Loratani. Free hit coming for Ridgefield. We Eleanor Luft. Tries to get in the middle, could not get it past the stick of Mary Stevens. But then was looking for Catherine Cirasulo.
And Caroline Cooper here with the ball. Actually against the Wreckers.
Rose Idone looks to be, lifts one way high. Gets it to number 13, Mackenzie Peters. Now Ridgefield can't quite get it past that 15-yard marker. Now to Winkler, back again. Now getting into the circle. Shoots one down low across. Whistle blown before the shot could get off. Good defense by the Wreckers. Fidalgo now. Lays one right out in front.
That was Catherine Aziel just under some pressure there by the Ridgefield attack.
We saw the Staples team on DAF Media last month on the 2nd of October, and both these teams, like we said, played Darien. Staples lost in overtime 3-2. Blake Wilkes with that shot, and Blake Wilkes, if you were watching the previous game, as Leah Larrett takes one up the near side, scored 3 goals to beat Greenwich. And Ridgefield dropped one 4-1 to the Wave, so they're going to have to face them again, whoever wins in this match.
Ridgefield just trying to clear it out.
Yeah, Abby Seal knocks that one out. Leah Larrett, sister of Emma. Trying to work through 2 defenders. Could not get it. As Loratani is going to corral that one. Works through, gets it by Seal.
Just mishandled it there. Catherine Roshan looking for Leah Larrett on that one touch.
Abby Seal slaps one off Fidalgo's stick. That one a hard pass from Caroline Cooper. All FCIAC honorable mention. Ridgefield finding some room. Great defensive pressure to take it away. That was Emma Larrett, Yukon Husky. She will be in 2 years. She's a junior right now. Backhand shot through midfield. There's a rope over to Loratani.
Zoe Gitlin playing center back for Ridgefield. I've also seen her play up a little higher on midfield. So it looks like they dropped her back.
That one's going to go out of the end line. Yeah, different strategy here maybe for Gitlin. You know, usually primarily plays midfielder, but like you said, dropped to center back. She is great on the defensive side of the ball, and she has been on this varsity squad since she was a freshman, senior now. So she definitely knows what she's doing. That one smacked low. Caroline Roshan trying to hit it in the Ridgefield end. That one bounces off the stick of Olivia Keating. That one smacked through a bunch of people. There's now Luftel make her way through it right around the M at midfield. Far sideline now. Believe is Mary Stevens right there. She'll keep it. Now right in front of the end line, it'll go out the back.
And that's a dangerous ball on Staples' side. You know, they've several times been able to penetrate on the baseline.
Now Ridgefield, 3 players trying to work their way into the Wreckers area. Now far side. Tigers looking to make something happen. The Wreckers defense so far has been a brick wall. More building a brick wall than wrecking one. Staples just trying to recuperate here in their own end. Tons of Tigers on. Sticks get tangled. Whistle will be blown. Ridgefield now bringing it up. Delaney Shepard whiffs on the pass. Great job preventing it from getting into the circle. Emma Larrett.
And Delaney, a left-handed field hockey player. There's not many of those.
Glenn will smack that one hard on the ground. Larrett looking for her sister. It'll go to Leah. So now Osgood tries to work around defender. It's Eleanor Luft. Mary Stevens into the circle. Right out in front. Hits off a Ridgefield player. Hit off Gitlin. As it'll be a penalty corner.
I couldn't tell from this angle if it hit a foot or if it was an intentional over the baseline.
It'll be Roshan to insert yet again. Second one of the day so far for Staples. Fidalgo maneuvers around one. Back to it. Off the stick. It appears... Don't have a number. That's number 17, Brooke Miner. No, Gabby Loretani will insert. Or excuse me, Gabby Loretani loses that one. And AC will insert. Staples moving quickly along that far side. Pass to Mary Stevens was broken up. Fidalgo now. Lifts it up into the air. Osgood loses it.
Quick start.
Will stay with them. Staples working fast. Not wasting any time getting on that offensive attack. They say offense is the best defense, and if you're not making your sophomore goalie, Paige Knesich, work, then it's doing the best defense you can. On the ground low, and it's going to go in. But they will say outside of the circle.
Nice move there.
Just outside. No contact made inside the circle. So the goal will not count. It'll stay 1-0 Staples. As now they're going to have to recuperate all the way in their own end. Roshan finds Larrett. Taken away. Eleanor Luft. Winkler fighting for it. Leah Larrett.
I think called for a little push there, just a little miss hit.
A little bit of physical contact. Roshan whiffs on it. Bring it back to Cooper. Ridgefield trying to send it down that far sideline. Cooper will smack it in the direction of Tyler Osgood.
Oh, looks like it's going to die.
Osgood and Eve Dolan were there trying to pounce on it, but could not get there in time for Ridgefield defenders were able to clear it out. That one goes out of the end line. Ridgefield will just pick it up and work quickly, trying to respond. Still 1-0. Now far side. A lot of open space in the middle. Tigers will take it.
Alex Hackett just subbed in for Eve Dolan over on the left attack side.
See Hackett there right in midfield.
Nice move.
Bringing up on the right side is Mary Stevens. Trying to work around Gitlin. Fires one back in to Osgen. It'll be a corner. Third one of the day, I believe, for Staples Records, and Roshan will elect to take it from the right side this time. Hit in, Osgen maneuvering, backhand shot down low, and she scores. Great shot, falling to the turf was Tyla Osgen.
Yeah, great shot there. Similar, pretty similar to the style of shot that Blake Wilkes had in the Darien semifinal game. Just nice and low.
And great job to sneak it past the freshman goalie, Abby Yang. So Staples leading 2-0. Clock winding down in this first frame. Leah Larrett near side. Trying to work around Winkler. A lot of stick-to-stick contact.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Time will run out on this first quarter. Staples leading 2-0 early. Ridgefield has to find an answer now, has to find an offensive attack. We'll see if they can. We'll be right back on the DAF Media Network. Start of the second frame now. Lights are on here. Jack Casagrande Field here. Brian McMahon High School. Tyla Osgen, 2 goals in the first quarter. Makes it a 2-0 Wreckers lead. ACL intended for Leah Larrett is going to be smacked out. Hard pass over to Alex Hackett. Now Larrett gets in there.
Just foot on Staples. So Ridgefield has the ball.
Winkler now moving in. Larrett gets low and smacks it out. Now in the center of the circle, Staples going to get that out of there. Free hit will be taken here by Eleanor Left. Ice hockey player. Back to number 18, Delaney Shepard will try to smack it in, but Osgood gets there quickly. Now she shows off the speed. Poked away. Now Emma Larrett smacks one. Ridgefield still take it. Maneuvering around. Brooke Miner there finds Luft, who now tries to go down low. Is successful. Shot kicked away by Knesic. Goes right back to her. Another one lifted, smacked down by Knesic. Another one. What a bunch of saves by Paige Knesic. Mackenzie Peters kept coming at her. Rejected every time.
Great job just keeping her composure in the circle under all that pressure.
Saw it again on the replay right there. But now it looks like a penalty shot will be coming up. Number 17, Brooke Miner. The senior, third year on varsity, will take it. Paige Knesic, the sophomore goalie, second year on the varsity squad. Tigers looking to cut the lead down to 1. Miner shot, and she scores. Found its way in the back of the net. Knesic dived that direction, but enough power on it to sneak it by. We'll look at that again right here on the replay. Super slow it down. Just past the stick of Knesic. Couldn't quite flip it up in the air.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah,
Good
valiant,
placement.
valiant effort there from the goaltender, but now Ridgefield will get on the board. So Osgood centering pass goes way out. So now 2-1.
And that's a tactic to send it over into the opposing side's left back area and then play defense.
Catherine Sirasulo looking in the direction of Mary Stevens. Smack it back to Emma Larrett. Junior gets it taken away. Free hit for Ridgefield. Miner scored on the penalty hit right there. Smacks it right to Leah Larrett.
Nice move on Ridgefield.
Ridgefield working in. Fidalgo there trying to take it away from number 13, Mackenzie Peters. As now Luft works in. Lifts one up off the stick of Aseal. Now is Laura Tani. That one's going to be shoved out. Now showing off the speed is the Stanford commit Osgood. Getting physical at midfield.
And Tyler's playing, in the middle, but, sort of like a high center forward, but also like another midfielder.
Now Fidalgo comes in. That one just smacked way out of bounds. Delaney Shepard, third-year varsity player, is getting that one out of there. Freshman Larrett hits off the stick of number 9, Abby Seal. Now back into the center of the circle, gets by Osgood. Ridgefield will have a free hit now. Abby Seal smacks that one way out to midfield. Caroline Cooper off her stick, but now Ridgefield will have it. Luff now far side. Livia Keating. Pickpocketed. And now the Wreckers will have it. Alex Hackett running for it. Just past the outstretched stick. Winkler trying to chase it down before it goes out. She can. Gets by Larrett and Hackett. And now Mary Stevens on the far side.
They'll just try to work it down the right side.
Free hit for Staples in the offensive end. Gets it into Fidalgo.
Fidalgo, you see, is being marked pretty tightly.
Makes sense. Princeton field hockey commit. Member of the national team, both indoor and outdoor. Certainly a threat, and she's still going to be on the Staples team next year. She's only a junior. So Osgood trying to work inside will end up in another penalty corner. You expect Roshan will take this one again. Caroline Roshan, great on defense. Just like Katie Savino, who we saw in the Darien game. Both inserters on the penalty corners. That one off of Osgood's stick. Going to have to be corralled by Catherine Sierasulo. Is now Osgood down low, couldn't get it on. Ridgefield now, a little sign of life.
Yeah, it's tough on those corners. The insert's really important, and especially on a field where the turf is, you know, a little higher. Sometimes it's difficult to have a flat pass. That's sometimes why you see some of these missed traps.
A neutral site. Neither team used to these playing conditions. Winkler moving quickly on the near end. Larrett will knock it out.
Charlotta Strange is coming as left mid here for Staples.
Ends up out of bounds. Now Winkler with the free hit. Abby Seal smack it way across over to Brooke Miner.
Nice hit.
Trying to get around Catherine Sierasulo. Results to keep a possession. Is now Cooper. Smacks it way down. It's going to keep rolling, and it's going to die before the end line. It will. Wow. So Gitlin elects to just smack it out, but what a great job getting it to die right before the end.
Yeah, you wonder if she did that on purpose.
Out of the end line now. Fidalgo right up around the 25. A lot of Tigers on her. Tried to go down to the circle. Shepard smacked it out. Tigers right around midfield.
Nice leading pass here up to Mary Stevens by Sophie Fidalgo.
Trying to work around Miner as Stevens. Right on the end line, across to Osgood, right in the center. Coming in is Strange. Strange gets it right to Fidalgo. Fidalgo went to wind up. There was a little bit of contact. It'll end in a penalty corner for Staples. So a ton of corners so far for Staples, none for the Ridgefield Tigers. Left side here will be Caroline Cooper taking it. Or excuse me, Caroline Roshan. Inserts. Fidalgo smacks one. Just wide. Popped up into the air.
And that was a rocket.
Super fast shot. We'll look at it again. Winds up just left. Layer it now low. Off the stick and goes to Mary Stevens. Stevens to Fidalgo. In the circle, tried a backhand pass. Couldn't quite get to anyone. Whistle blown is, I believe that is Caroline Cooper on the far side, but it'll go back to the Tigers. Cooper tracks it down. It will also go out of play.
And Ridgefield just steps up to that ball. It's the 50-50.
Emma Larrett lays one out for Fidalgo. She drops on the doorstep. Is now Charlotta Strange going in. It's by one defender.
Just a little high on that.
Tried to get it into the circle. Great job by Charlotta Strange, fourth-year varsity player. Been on the squad since being a freshman. And all FCIAC honorable mention, too.
And Zoe Gitlin just carrying that ball probably 50, 60 yards. Try and get some attack going.
Yeah, we talked about her talent, being able to lead a team, of course, being experienced for 4 straight years. Now Shepard tried to insert one into the circle. Chasing before it goes out of bounds will be Strange. Now over to Larrett. Strange has it again. Winkler trying to fight, and she falls. Larrett pleading her case. Hackett running it seal, gets it over to Shepard. Great defensive play there. Mary Stevens disrupted it. Now it's Fidalgo taking it up.
Right on the move.
Gets it over to Alex Hackett. Hackett's sister Chloe graduated last year.
Oh, great shot.
Now Mary Stevens, right side of the circle, working on Minor. Goes out the back of the end line.
Just off of a Ridgefield player, so it's going to be a long hit.
Again, watching us on the DAF Media Network. 2-1 Staples so far. You see Staples on the right side in the white jerseys. Ridgefield left in the black defending their goal. As Larrett is going to be able to draw a penalty corner again. Seems every time they go in, they are able to get one in their favor.
Looks like she got one in the foot.
Had to do a little bit of a hop there. Try to avoid it. Roshan will take it. Inserted into Fidalgo. Over on the right side, tipped up into the air. So great job of Ridgefield slamming the door. As now they'll try to get a chance on offense. But again, the Rutgers defense comes up big. Is now, however, Luft and Mackenzie Peters were able to get the ball back. And now on the very far side, the Tigers have it. There's Peters again. Whistle being blown right over along the end line. Now it's Luft. Trying to spin around. Shoots one into the circle. Rutgers defense is able to force the ball out to midfield. It's Cooper with it back. Now just going to reset, hit it over to the captain, A-Seal.
Just a little foot there. Staples gets the ball back here.
Nora Foley looked like she's checking in for Ridgefield. We see her standing in front of A-Seal, number 4. She couldn't quite get a stick on that one, but it goes to Winkler. And now Luft. Down low, right into the middle. Olivia Keating hits it over. Now it's back to Staples. Time winding down here in the second quarter. Slapped in, Sofia Fidalgo. Great job by Ridgefield to not allow that to go anywhere, and that's going to do it for the first half of this FCIAC semifinal. Ridgefield was able to get one back. Brooke Miner on a penalty shot just past the stick of Paige Kinesic, but still 2-1 Staples, and besides that, it's looked like record domination so far. We're going to take one last look here at the sponsors for the FCIAC, and we'll be right back on the DAF Media Network for the second half after this.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and they offered to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Two, 2-1 Staples here at Brian McMahon High School. Mary Stevens now working in. Watching on the DAF Media Network, joint venture of the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. As Fidalgo that one taken away. Kenzie Peters slaps one over to midfield. Had an open teammate. Bringing it in is Gabby Loretani. Falling to the floor, it appears is number 10, Catherine Aciel.
She just needed to break up that play.
Sacrificing the body to stop a chance. Now Staples with a free hit. Looks like Osgin. She's super quick when she has the ball, but now the Tigers will take it away. Looks like a lot more energy on defense so far for Ridgefield coming out of this second half. And just to recap what happened in the first half, Tyla Osgin struck twice in quarter number 1 with 2 goals, and then Ridgefield was able to get one back on a penalty hit from Brooke Miner.
Mary Stevens just sprinting down here. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, super fast. Trying to get one into the Ridgefield offensive end. But yeah, Ridgefield was able to cut the lead down to 1. They'll get a chunk of turf on that hit. Left-handed smack. And Mary Stevens right in the circle. Attempted to go around Miner. Couldn't quite get there. In the direction of Mackenzie Peters. But a lot of fight being put up from Charlotta Strange right there. And this in the entirety of the Staples defense, to be completely honest. Emma Larrett now. Backhanded shot right across, and it goes in.
Just outside the circle, but you know, great attempt there. Looks like Staples has changed up their formation again.
Just outside of the circle, so the goal will not count. But just a great all-around shot. Now Charlotte Strange. On her was Olivia Keating. Staples will reset, hit it all the way back to Roshan as the center back. Now Larrett, far side. Catching up to it is her sister.
Pick up here.
Down to Osgin. Osgin now near the end line. Has Stevens in the circle. Now Cirasulo down to Peters. Peters can't corral it.
Oh, just misses it.
Totally could have been able to grab that one. Now Staples will take it down near the circle. Taking away, Cirasulo loses that one, taken away by Mackenzie Peters. Maneuvering the near side. Over to Keating. Keating can't quite get by Strange. Cirasulo to Strange. Peters relentless on the defense. These Staples passes are still getting through. Fidalgo will dribble away inside. Osgin, tons of Tigers around her.
Yeah, Tyler just looking to try and draw a corner there. Not really much space to get a shot off.
She'll be successful in the effort. So Roshan will insert again to her Rutgers teammates. Looking to extend this lead to 2. Crucial situation. Stevens and Osgin, Larrett all in there. Fidalgo now. Fidalgo bouncing ball. Wide left.
You think if you just had a player who was able to just get a stick on that just out, off that left post, there'd be a few opportunities here for some more goals.
Yeah, just thinking same thing. Bouncing ball, great opportunity for a teammate just to tap it. Poke it past Abby Eng in goal. Cirasulo tried to cross one in. Good defense by Gitlin. Gets it out. Minor will take a free hit in her own defensive end. Big smack from Abby Seal. Now down low, Mary Stevens couldn't get her stick on it. Maybe a foot closer to Stevens. She would have had a great opportunity at putting on the 3rd goal of the game for the Wreckers. Now Ridgefield will have it on the near side in the direction of Peters. Rose Idone couldn't get the stick on it. This still goes way out for Mary Stevens trying to grab it. Right in the corner, it'll be Cirasulo.
Looking for Sophie Fidalgo there.
Fidalgo back to Catherine Cirasulo in the corner. Hoping for someone to be in the circle. Fidalgo, great job of getting by those Tigers defenders as now Gitlin is going to take it way up. And a pass, quite frankly, Olivia Keating wasn't quite ready for. Staples will reset. Now inside their own 20. Pressure being applied. Looking for number 11 left. Now Ridgefield working inside. Number 13 Peters has it. Staples, again though, gets it out without much harm. Each time the Tigers seem to be close, Ridgefield defenders, Staples defenders swarm. Get it out of there quickly. Engel watch that one go.
Yeah, I think with Staples putting more midfielders right in the middle of the field, they're able to do a lot of those smaller connecting passes. And really just two forwards basically up high.
Seal smacks that one on the free hit. Will be for Staples. On their free hit as that one goes into the circle. Osgood near the end line. Falls to her knees as the Tigers now. Fast-paced movement on the far side. Head coach Ian Tapsell being very vocal with his squad. Hear him from up here in the booth. Smacked around to midfield. Now on the far side is Rose Idone. 25 yards she gathers before errant pass in the direction of Olivia Keating.
Nice effort there.
Looking for the junior Keating. Couldn't quite get it, but now it's going to go back to Minor. Send it back to Gitlin, the midfielder. Playing center back for today's contest, as we see. Luft back. Minor.
Good move there by Ridgefield.
And Story All, who's checked in for the Wreckers, looking silly. There goes Luft into the circle. Right out in front. Strange in it now. Pass now up by the Wreckers on the near side. Past All, Minor now. Ridgefield is going to reset. They had just had a chance right in front of Knesset in that goal.
Probably one of the the strongest chances they've had so far.
Under 5 minutes now left to play in the third quarter. Definitely an interesting match so far. Haven't seen a lot of big chances. A lot of defensive play right between those 15-yard lines. Not a lot of strong scrums in the circle. Minor now tried to clear it out, but it'll be stopped by Larrett. There's a free hit now is coming.
It's a long hit for Staples.
Right at the 25. Go back to Strange. Right into the circle. Attempting to pounce on it with Story All. Now it's Sirasulo near side. Across into the center. Now there's Fidalgo. Fidalgo trying to get around Shepard. 3 Ridgefield defenders trying to smother Fidalgo. She still is able to retain possession. Now she falls to the ground. Corner coming.
It's hard to see it from up here, but some of the stick skills that these players have, they're purposely trying to draw that corner, either dumping it in a foot or forcing third-party obstruction.
I'm not so sure, Claire, but I don't think we've seen a penalty corner for the Tigers so far. As Fidalgo will take the insert from Roshan. Now on the right side, bounces off the stick of Osgood. Bounding ball into the circle, hit out. Good play by number 17, Brooke Minor. Now near side. It's Olivia Keating working now. Peters.
Nice stick work.
Guarded closely by Caroline Cooper. Ridgefield finally gets into the attacking end. Peters pounces on it. Whistle blown. Free hit now. Gitlin will take it. Excuse me, no, Gitlin will pass to her teammate. And Luft will take the free hit. Go back to Peters. Now a free hit for the Wreckers.
Good reception there by Story all.
Hackett is back on the field for Staples. She attempts to get around Gitlin. Great defense. Works her all the way to the near sideline. Now Minor attempted a clear. Fidalgo just slowly working backwards. Now it's Cirasulo. Couldn't get around Rose Idone. Fidalgo smacks one. Misses with the stick is left. Now a shot kicked away. Good shot by Emma Larrett.
Good clear here too as well.
A better save by Abby Yang, freshman goalkeeper. Now the Tigers have on the near side. Rose Idone over to Keating. Closely by Strange. She's being watched. Now Peters, direction of left, poked away by Emma Larrett. Now her sister Leah gets a stick on it. Left working around Hackett and Leah Larrett. Gitlin at midfield. Fires one in. Good handling from Mackenzie Peters. Works around a ton. Shot. Scores! What a goal with time winding down. We'll take another look at this again. Maneuvers around numerous defenders in a great shot off her back foot. Past Knesic. Tie game 2-2.
Yeah, nice stick work just up the middle. Staples wasn't expecting that.
Mackenzie Peters, the All-State selection as a freshman. She's a senior now, and her sister, Riley, graduated and played field hockey. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. So it's tied 2-2. Peters puts one on the board just as time was expiring. So we'll see who can pull this one out in the fourth frame or if this is going to be headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the DAF Media Network.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
15 minutes left in this one. Tie game 2-2. Osgen at the middle of the M. Center pass. Fires that one to Minor on Ridgefield. Now Shepard. Fighting with Emma Larrett. 2-2 ball game right now. Great job by Mackenzie Peters. Maneuvering around Rutgers defenders to score that game-tying goal.
A little frustration here, I think, on the Staples side. Looking for some calls.
Yeah, Staples has every right to be frustrated. They've honestly dominated so far, offensive-wise and possession-wise, but still a tie game. So great job of Ridgefield taking care of the opportunities that they have, capitalizing. Now, great move on the far side. But ACL and Strange are going to get there. Laura Tani was doing a great job of getting into the offensive zone. She's a junior, been on this squad since she was in 9th grade. Now the Tigers working in. Winkler. Now Peters scored the goal to close out the third. Now top of the circle. Luft. Whistle blown. And we're going to see the first penalty corner of the day for the Tigers.
Yeah, Ridgefield just drawing that third party over here on the left side.
Looks like it'll be number 3, Grace Winkler. The 11th grader will take it on the insertion. Couple people waiting. Shepard in there. Keating and Abby Seal also in. Insertion over to Luft. Now Gitlin. Gitlin down low, no one there. Peters attempting to make something work and nothing brewing. They'll get another one. So after 0 in over 3 quarters, they're going to get 2 back-to-back. Another penalty corner for Ridgefield. Winkler will insert. Same formation, similar people. To Luft again. Luft, big slap. Off the pad of Kinesic.
Yeah, high clear.
And yet another penalty corner for the Tigers. Luft. Now back to her. Backhand right into the center. Loratani. Now Luft again. Shot down low. Whistle blown, and Staples, after 3 corners, will get it out. Breathe a sigh of relief. Emma Larrett near side. The leg of Delaney Shepard, 3rd-year varsity player, goes out. Off Emma Larrett's stick. A little bit of a hard pass from Caroline Cooper.
Good flat tackle here by Emma Larrett.
Yeah, now Stevens with it. Hackett. Mary Stevens in open space, trying to track it down before it hits the end line. She can.
Good speed.
Great job to save that one. But now a free hit going to be awarded. Smacked right at the feet of Mary Stevens. Hard hit by Eleanor Luft. Another person on this Ridgefield Tigers team who's been here since freshman year. So a lot of experience on this Tigers team. Laura Tani showing off her speed on the far sideline. Into the circle. Down low. Kinesic kicks it away. Whistle blown Staples will have it in their own defensive end. Under 10 minutes left to go now. Final quarter, FCIAC semifinals. Winner will go on to face Darien, Wilton High School, Friday night at 5. Number 22, Maddie McCartan, checking in for Ridgefield. She just knocked that one out.
Staples is going to try and generate some offense here.
As always, head coach Ian Tapsell being vocal. We said it earlier. Can still hear him from up here in the booth. Ridgefield head coach Jessica DeLuca, not as much.
They were asking for a corner because it went off a Ridgefield player before it went out of bounds.
It'll be a corner. As Ridgefield pleading their case.
Staples are going to need to capitalize on this corner. They've had plenty.
Had a lot and not so many great chances. Fidalgo slaps one wide left. Slamming the door. The Tigers. Now it'll be Gitlin here. The free hit for Ridgefield. Shepard hits one, tries to get around Larrett. Big push. Stick with Ridgefield high. Lifted into the air, Brooke Miner. Now Fidalgo. Down to Alex Hackett. Soft pass, Gitlin's corrals it, now Emma Larrett. Try to get it to Fidalgo. Luft hits it over to Larrett, fighting with Mackenzie Peters. Now Fidalgo.
Through ball here to Alex Hackett, let's see.
Hackett now, can't quite get all that one, bounding in. Leah Larrett, the freshman, goes in. Taken away, Gitlin fighting for it. Zoe Gitlin, relentless pressure on this effort.
Leah Lara really putting her whole body into it.
Not the biggest person out there, only a freshman, but showing off her skill and her effort as much as she can. So again, we'll hit that one out. Gitlin again makes contact with it. Hackett chasing it down. Hits it over to Larrett. Gabby Loretana. Now Keating. Trying to get around Cooper. Now contact Mary Stevens. Shepard dropped to the floor. Pete Brooke Miner taking the free hit. Had the penalty shot goal earlier. First goal of the game for Ridgefield. That happened back in the second quarter. Now that pass, not quite on target for Rose Idone. Free hit on the far side. Abby Seal. Seal hit another one. Past Zoe Gitlin. But now in, Loretani fighting for it as it goes out of play. Shepard now out in front.
Yeah, that ball's going to be coming out, went straight in into the circle, which is not legal, so they're going to pull it all the way over to the opposite side of the field where the initial shot was taken.
Now, like you said, complete switch of field position. As now Staples works inside the 40. Past the stick of Osgen. Staples hasn't gotten on the board since that first frame where Osgen scored 2. Stanford commit showing out. Now Loretani runs right into A-Seal. Rose Idone on a free hit. Eleanor left, waiting and will receive it. Soft lift in there. Caroline Cooper, great job. Now Shepard smacks it in. Keating.
That's a foot, so it'll be coming out for Staples. Staples trying to get off quickly.
Unfortunate for the Tigers.
And again,
under 4.5 minutes left here at Bryant McMahon High School on the DAF Media Network.
interestingly, there have been no cards in either game.
Mary Stevens. Defense by Minor. Stevens upset, trying to.
I think she's looking for a corner because it was knocked out. I think she says by a Ridgefield player.
Attempting to reason with the officials, isn't successful. Keating just misses on that one. Cooper, big smack. Now Eve Dolan to Fidalgo. Down low. Finds Stevens. Out across. Attempts to clear it, just goes right back at Stevens. Maddie McCartan trying to clear it out. Now Emma Larrett maneuvering inside. Cooper gets a stick on it. Now it's UConn commit Emma Larrett, one of the top 100. She gets it to Mary Stevens, guarded by both Minor and Shepard near that near side end line.
Mary Stevens looking for the call.
Pass goes out way wide for the junior Olivia Keating. Now Gabby Loratani flips it around into the circle, shot saved by Knesich. Goalie comes up big.
Close call.
A 2-on-1 situation. Loratani elected to shoot. Great stop from the sophomore goaltender. Fidalgo is able to clear it out. Mary Stevens. A lot of white jerseys coming out. Now the Tigers, missed pass.
Nice move there by Charlotta.
Now taken right back. Some contact right there into the circle. Here we go, Shepard high off the pad of Knesich. Great play again by number 24. Great job of coming out of her usual place and just smacking the ball right out of there. 2 balls on the field now as official will grab one, pick it up. Now Staples gather up the ball, just fire one, clear it out. Prevent any chances of Ridgefield scoring with winding down just about a minute left here at Jack Casagrande Field, home of the Bryant McMahon Senators, so neutral site for these two
1
teams.
minute.
Now under 1 minute. Left, good move. Big smack into the circle. Good defensive stop by Strange. Now off the stick of Fidalgo. Left fighting for it too. Works around one. Backhand over to Keating. Keating just nice and easy into the circle. Now it's Stevens on the near side. 30 seconds. Luft. Tried to go to Keating again. Wasn't there. Cooper. Whistle blown dead. Cooper will get a free hit. Fired all the way down. It's going to roll. It's going to make it past the end line. It's going to go out. Brooke Minor fires one down. Direction of Loratani. Now Luft. 3 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second, and we are headed to overtime. 2-2 the score. 2 goals for Tyler Osgen 1 goal for Brooke Minor on a penalty shot and 1 goal for Mackenzie Peters evens this ball game up at 2-2. We'll see the winner of overtime go on to face the Darien Blue Wave back on the DAF Media Network right after this.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
So we have overtime here. Tyler Osgen gets it started for Emma Larrett. Now over to Mary Stevens. Shepard will take it, but still a free hit for Staples for the second time in just 8 days. These two teams.
Nice give and go.
Oh,
here.
now Emma Larrett across the center. Emma Larrett takes it. Shot. Bouncing away. Just going to be cleared out by number 9, Abby Seal. But for the second time in 8 days, these two teams face each other and go into overtime. Last week, it was Leah Laird scoring the game winner in overtime. 2-1 the final. And, of course, last time Staples was here on DAF Media Network, they also went into overtime against the Blue Wave, where Blake Wilkes scored the game winner. She, of course, scored 3 in that game versus Greenwich, if you were watching. Absolute masterclass of a performance for her.
Yes, both teams, you know, they're playing 7v7, full field. So you have to be really smart about not getting caught on that transition.
Yeah, 7-on-7 for 10 minutes, and they just did get caught on that transition as Emma Lair tries to get one down in. Kicked away by Eng. As now it's Peters. Already has a goal in this one. Gets around Cooper. Fidalgo behind. Peters working down again. Tries to get it. Cooper and Winkler both fighting for it, but they'll give it to Staples.
Yeah, that's a foot on Ridgefield.
So hard to keep the feet out of there, especially when you're up close.
These players have all played a full game already, so they're pretty tired.
Now Leah Laird had the game winner last week against this Ridgefield squad on the far side. Sends one down. Minor has it.
Tyler Osgen playing a lot deeper on defense. She actually plays a lot of center back in the off season, so she knows how to play both positions, both up and back.
Junior certainly is talented and trying to be careful. Defense is the name of the game here in overtime. Matter of not making mistakes, not allowing too much open space, and the goalie's coming through is Mary Stevens now. Has Fidalgo on her left, goes to her. Fidalgo now at the center of the circle.
Oh, and a corner for Staples.
This is big.
So on corners in a 7v7, they're going to have one less player back on defense.
Looks like there's 3 players joined alongside the freshman goalie, Abby Eng. And instead of Roshan, you'll get Emma Larrett inserting here. Fidalgo, Osgen, and Larrett on the insertion. Here comes Fidalgo. Now to Osgen. Osgen shot wide left. So we'll keep overtime playing here. As now far side.
Sprinting match between the two teams.
Now Winkler. Great effort. Smacked across. Shepard couldn't get a stick on it. Just tried to one-hand it to herself. Missed opportunity. Nothing but green ahead of her, but she'll take it back now. Work around Larrett. Get around Fidalgo. Whistle blown. Stick-to-stick contact. Gonna end that.
Yeah, a little foot there.
We have promising drive from Delaney Shepard. Senior. Minor now. Real soft pass. Abby Seal to left. Shepard, Ridgefield taking their time nice and easy. Spin, Shepard trips and falls. Larrett to Fidalgo. Minor hits it off Fidalgo, and Luff now take it. Off Fidalgo again. Just hitting it right at her, it looks like. It's working as they're gained in field position. Now Peters inside the 20.
A push there. Peters very dangerous here on offense.
Yeah, we saw as she dodged tons of Rutgers players on that third quarter goal to tie it. Speed and ball handling to an advantage. Staples taking it slow. Emma Larrett to Fidalgo. Tries to go back to Larrett. She can't, tripped up. The feet of Eleanor Luft. Tangled up with Fidalgo's stick. Now along the 30, Minor will give it back to Luft. Luft, the ice hockey player, will try to hit it down and hits it back out. It's now Mary Stevens. Great chance on Minor. pass out of reach for Osgen. Going all the way back now is Gabby Loretani.
Caroline Cooper comes up with the ball.
You can see these players extremely tired. Zoe Gitlin now for Ridgefield. Staples Stevens is open.
Mary just running up and down the field today.
She has it. Not a lot of teammates to pass to. Gonna have to do it herself.
Oop. Yes. So what happened there was, interestingly, was you know, Zoe went to break down that play, and the umpire gave a direct corner.
Yeah, coming in from behind, not many teammates. 3 Tigers in the area. It was Miner, Gitlin, and Luft, all trying to grab that ball from Mary Stevens, shut down any chance of a goal. And now it's a corner. The Emma Larrett taking it on the insertion. Osgen, Leah Larrett, Fidalgo waiting. Fidalgo passes over to Osgen. Osgen shot, kicked away. Gitlin now hits it out. Staples still in the attacking end. Pass to Fidalgo. Fidalgo moves around, shot. No one there. Right across the face of the goaltender, Abby Eng. But no wreckers were waiting to put it home. Tigers give it right back to Fidalgo. Now Stevens. Or excuse me, that was Leah Larrett. Alex Hackett on now. And just makes a, stacks her pads, stands tall.
Long hit from here again.
Fidalgo elect to hit it backwards. Slapped high. Ends up in the back of the net.
No danger there. There's nobody around.
Great job by Abby Ann getting out of the way, recognizing the situation. So under a minute left to play in this overtime. Alex Hackett. Gitlin watching her closely. Leah Larrett, dangerous freshman. Hits off her foot, so a whistle. Gitlin whiffs on it. Now Hackett attempts to take it away. But a whistle blown dead. Sub 20 seconds in this first frame of overtime. Fidalgo now. Clock winding down, under 10.
I'll try to get something
Larrett
here.
on the far side. Hackett down low. Off her stick, and it's going to go out of play. That'll do it for the first overtime. Still tied at 2 apiece after an overtime in 4 quarters. So double overtime between the Ridgefield Tigers and the Staples Wreckers coming up next on the DAF Media Network. Do not go anywhere. Let's see who's going to win this game and go on to face Darien. Overtime 1 is in the books. Overtime 2, 10 more minutes. Sudden death, next goal wins. Still 7-on-7 here. As now Laird is on the far side. Being defended closely by Gitlin.
Mary Stevens looking for a foot there. Looks like they got the corner.
So right away into the second overtime, they're going to get a corner. Again, you're watching on the DAF Media Network. Staples Wreckers 2, Ridgefield Tigers 2. Jack Casagrande Field here in Norwalk, Brian McMahon High School. There's an insertion of Sofia Fidalgo on the U.S. national team for indoor and outdoor field hockey. Now over to the freshman Leah Larrett. Down low, on a cross, and Tyler Osgen couldn't quite get her stick on it. Now Stevens and Peters fighting for it.
Get a shot off there.
Yeah, Ridgefield defense comes up large. Goes way out.
These ball girls are working hard tonight.
Definitely staying up a lot later than they thought they were going to. Now in double overtime.
Doing a nice job.
Constant stick pressure from Delaney Shepard. Relentless. That one's popped up into the air. High backhand lift will cause a whistle to be blown. Bring it back. Caroline Cooper over to the junior Osgen. Part of the class of 2025 top 50. Now Larrett. Stick-to-stick contact. Gitlin on Stevens. Emma Larrett and Shepard. Fidalgo down low.
Oh, just misses it.
Had Leah Larrett a chance at her second straight game winner against 2 straight games versus Ridgefield. Now Larrett all alone along the end line. Defensive stop kicked away by Abby Yang. Now Larrett again into the circle. Hit by Larrett. Another one off the stick of Delaney Shepard and goes out the back of the end line.
Lots of pressure here.
Great job by both these teams. Took a lot of pressure, a lot of hard work to get here. Both these teams 13-2 overall record in regular season. And to get here, Staples beat New Canaan 7-2 in the quarters. And Ridgefield beat Norwalk 5-3. And now we have a much closer game than they had in their respective quarterfinal games. Double overtime, 6.5 minutes remaining. Still 2 apiece. 2 goals from Tyler Osgen on the Wreckers side, and 1 goal from Brooke Miner and another from Mackenzie Peters on the respective side of Ridgefield High. Now Staples setting up their free hit all the way on the far side. Winds up, takes a whack. Tended for Alex Hackett. Now it's Eleanor Luft. Fidalgo for the Wreckers. Good defense by Olivia Keating. All the way down to Alex Hackett.
Good defense.
Bounces hard off her stick. Now Fidalgo.
They're going to just try to move this ball around.
Gonna recuperate.
Make Ridgefield run.
Yeah, we're going to recuperate back here. Emma Larrett. Good move on Mackenzie Peters. But another great job to get the stick in. Osgen now playing center back like you talked about earlier. Over to Leah Larrett, the freshman. Freshman that gets a lot of playing time, not super common as a missed pass. Yeah, another errant pass leads to actually Fidalgo taking it well inside the 30. Look for Hackett in the circle. Too many Tigers in the way. Hard pass by Luft. It's going to go out. Now back here, Caroline Cooper. Send it back to Osgen. Neither team playing overly aggressive, not trying to slip and lose handle, trying to lose control and allow an offensive push. Emma Larrett, Delaney Shepard, try to cross into the circle, just bounces slowly out the end line.
Just a little mishit there, but good effort.
Strong effort from both these teams in overtime. Constant pressure from the Ridgefield defense, really stepping it up when it counts. Mackenzie Peters, Emma Larrett.
Real harsh tackle there.
Emma Larrett been playing hard and physical all game. Showing the Ridgefield Tigers she's not messing around. Peters shoulders into Sofia Fidalgo. Award her team a free hit. Because now it's Minor. Fidalgo now bringing it way up. It'll be a free hit for the Wreckers. Osgen attempts a lift, but is able to still get it under Mackenzie Peters' stick. Is now Larrett hits to Fidalgo, over to Stevens, and it hit off her stick. She couldn't get a good handle on it. Is now Gitlin's gonna pass one all the way down to Olivia Keating, working on the other number 8, Tyler Osgen. Top of the circle. It's Mackenzie Peters. Fighting for it, they'll get a penalty corner. A humongous opportunity for the Tigers. Their first one of these two overtime frames. Clock winding down under 2 minutes. There has not been an upset yet in this entire FCIAC playoff so far. Ridgefield, if they get a good corner here, could take down number 2 Staples as the number 3 seed. Here we go. Inserted to Luft. Back to her. Gets in. Backhand shot up, and it's too high. A strong backhanded shot from Eleanor Luft, the senior. But it's just over top of the crossbar.
Yeah, she had an opportunity to get off that shot, just a little high.
Hard hit over to Mary Stevens. Now it's Luft. Under 45 seconds remaining in the second frame of overtime. Now in the circle, it's going to hit off the stick of Olivia Keating and then off of Paige Knesic. With just under 30 seconds left, they had an opportunity and they could not capitalize.
And Ridgefield putting a lot of pressure these last couple of minutes.
Free hit now for Staples. 15 seconds to go. Hard hit, couldn't get it to Fidalgo. Now it's Zoe Gitlin.
Straight out.
Past Mary Stevens, and that'll do it. 2 overtimes. It's the end of the second overtime, but we're not going anywhere. After 4 quarters, 2 overtimes, it'll still be Ridgefield and Staples tied at 2 apiece when we get back on the DAF Media Network. So 4 quarters down, 2 overtimes down, headed to a shootout. Claire, can you explain the rules for us?
Right, so it'll be one player against the opposing goalie. They have 8 seconds from the 25-yard line to try and score a goal. Each team will get 5 chances.
Emma Larrett Fidalgo first, and she'll bury one. Great job maneuvering to the right side.
Very classic.
Just underneath.
Shootout.
Yeah, just underneath the falling Abby Ang. Staples does have a lot of experience here in the shootouts, more than Ridgefield, especially goalie-wise. Paige Knesich, of course, second-year on varsity, sophomore goalie, and Abby Ang, a freshman. So it'll be Brooke Miner, scored earlier. Here she goes. Loses it and poked away by Knesich. Great job. Take another look. Goes to make the move, just misses it, and a great job of Knesich.
So here's where you see, so the players do have 8 seconds. So even though the goalkeeper made the initial save, there were still probably 3 or 4 seconds left where the player is still able to take a second shot.
So now it's the Stanford commit, Tyler Osgen, been on this team since freshman year. Here she goes. Coming out is Ang. Slide tackles away. Tyler Osgen, another shot, and it's wide. Great effort from Abby Ang. Just sticks the feet out, completely disrupts it. Osgen is down.
Pulled something. Or maybe twisted her ankle.
Osgen, such a valuable member of this team. He's being helped up. Looks like she's been able to walk off the field.
Yeah, can't tell if it's her ankle or, maybe a hamstring or...
If Staples does pull out this win, that would be a huge loss, especially against a team like Darien. You're going to need a star player like Tyler Osgen. So we hope it's nothing too serious. Now Mackenzie Peters, one of the 2 goal scorers for the Tigers. It's going to take her first shootout shot. Here we go, goes in. Gets around, backhand. Paige Knesich with a diving save. Wow, look at this. On the replay, desperation flops to her right. Great job by the sophomore goalie. And now it is Emma Larrett. Going in on Ang. Gets around. Open shot, nice and easy. She buries it. Hits the back of the net. Good move to get around.
Nice and composed. Pull the goalie to one side and then open goal.
Ridgefield yet to get one in against Paige Knesich. It'll be Eleanor Luft, another senior, been on this squad since 9th grade, ice hockey player, used to the shootout. Works around, swiped away. Paige Knesich, are you kidding? 3 straight stops for Staples. As now Leah Larrett comes on, looks to hit the game winner yet again against the Tigers.
Yeah, good job for Paige Knesich, just clearing it far enough away that the Ridgefield player is unable to go get it for another chance.
If Leah Larrett is able to score on this attempt, It would send the Staples Wreckers to the FCIAC championship game. Lara goes in, works to the right, smothered by Abby Eng, gets a second attempt, and they'll say it won't count. The 8 seconds was up. So still life for the Tigers.
So the goal has to be made while it has to cross the end line before the time is up. Okay,
Oh,
so
they'll
they
say
did
it
win.
counted. It's over. They'll say she got it in the back of the net with time to spare. So Leah Laird again, it's the game winner. Last two games versus Staples, or excuse me, last two games versus Ridgefield, Leah Laird hits the game winner. So your final score would be 3-2 Staples in a shootout. We went through 4 quarters and two overtimes in a shootout today with Ridgefield at Staples, and Staples, of course, goes on to face Darien. Last time they faced Darien on the 2nd of October, 3-2 overtime victory. Blake Wilkes hit the game winner for Darien. And, I mean, what a showing tonight. We'll take one last moment to thank our FCIAC sponsors and just saying so long from Jack Casagrande Field here at Brian McMahon High School. I'm Owen Heffron, joined alongside Clara Ambrose, and thanks to the whole crew, Dalton Moss on graphics, Leon Chen, Lucas Balanzano on camera, James Ozane, instant replay, Timmy Schoenrock directing, and of course this whole operation overseen by Damian Andrew. And yet again, you've been watching the DAF Media joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Final score, Staples 3, Ridgefield 2 in a shootout. It's been a long day of field hockey, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.